37 minutes in. I want to get this 10 minutes. So I get up this morning. I don't check my Twitter time. I get up. I do stuff, piddle around, do everything I need to do. Coffee, all that stuff. Sometimes green tea. So I get over there. When I get back to my phone, look at my phone. There's a whole nother, I didn't want to call it an accusation. There's a whole nother waste of time. Like how do you, I don't even understand how everybody expects us to do something when you just have this person that just like, he gets to like waste our time. And don't say, well, Yvette, you got to stop responding to him. Y'all elevated him to this place. Even when he started supporting us, y'all were like, Yvette, you got to let him, because you can't do people like that. You got to let him be in. Okay, let the man, the comedian, the Mink slide, and the documentarian, he do everything he want to do. If he wants to support, if he's turned over a new leaf, fine. But why I keep waking up to stupid stuff? Time I come back to the phone. You can't even have well, they stole it. Let me just show you this stupid stuff. Oh, it's all so stupid. And it's such a waste of time. All these dodo birds. I spoke with Antonio and Yvette and they were mad at me. What? You mean when we came off the stage and you said, name it DOAS. I got one daddy and you ain't it. You don't get to tell me what to do. But here's the thing. You already said that we're not the same. You already said that we're not the same group. You've already gone on record. Twitter family, and for the record, the American Slaves Inc., whatever the hell that is, aka Descendants of American Slaves, fine, has no affiliation or any association with American Descendants of Slavery group. Our vision and mission are different. The end. You're different. You are. And before somebody says, descendants of American slave, descendants of slavery, what is that? Listen. At the conference, there's a reason why I had everybody read this book right before the conference. There's always a method to my madness. Because MLK laid the framework for what we're doing and where do we go from here. This whole project is an answer. I said that at the conference. This whole project is an answer to King. And he was the first one to call us descendants of slaves. You don't own that. Let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. Boyce, if you're listening, I know you are. You ain't got nothing else to do. Everybody, y'all got a descendants, slaves incorporated, whatever the heck you call yourself. Y'all got to stop letting Tariq put batteries in your back. It ain't going to end well. And let me just show something else. I want to, we have to talk about these things because you have to talk about, we know who we are. We know what our mission is. So let me just show something else. Where'd it go? I just had it up here. Bear with me un momento, please. So the other thing that bothered me, he slick, like, put Antonio's number up there. Like me and Antonio talk. No, you don't. You don't talk. You've had like one call, like a courtesy call. And let me just say, this is why I don't take calls from nobody no more. I used to be like, yeah, I talked to you. I talked to that weirdo Gene who caused all that mess. Whenever you talk to people, they come back and be like, I've had a conversation. One conversation? And then you basically put Antonio's phone number out there. Because let me move that. You can make that out. Like, you always had a plan. And I know you had a plan because somebody told me that one of the secretaries told me when I was in Louisville recently. Those people told me, to have Yvette, have you and Antonio take a picture with their book. And I told them no. And Antonio told, so I told him, no, not they wanted to just like get Yvette and Antonio to hold our book and take a picture. People be having all kind of weird plans in place. For what? But here's the question. Like, I want you to look at the date on this, first of all. This is April 2019, right? That's this year. And then you say we stole a name, right? But here you are using the hashtag ADOS. So wait a minute, back then it was fine, but now we stole it. Back then you were using the hashtag. Back then, you were using the hashtag, so you were fine then. You were fine piggybacking, but now it's yours. I don't want DOAS. I don't want it. I never wanted it. I told everybody who said Yvette. You know who else said that? Ann Coulter responded to Tariq Nasheed and said, Tariq, I don't even know how y'all know each other. How you know Ann Coulter, Tariq? There's a lot of funny stuff going on. It's funny style. So you didn't contact me and say y'all stole it. You were using it. What was you doing? Let me see if I can find the other parts. A lot of stuff in here that's just so odd. I'm trying to find one thing in particular. You ever try to find one thing in particular and then you be like, I can't find it. But let me just put this up while I'm thinking about it. And I don't even know why you put up that like you DM'd me on March 19th. Greetings, Yvette. I read your tweets. Appears you are under attack. What does that make it look like we're friends? And you see why I don't respond now to people as much. Be like, Yvette, why don't you respond a lot in your DMs? Because I get this kind of stuff. What is this? What is this? So, but we stole it. Now this is a name. But here's Gerald Higginbotham talking about what it really is. Now let's get down to brass tacks, everybody. FYI, and for the record, I'm not father of DOS or DAS. Dr. Norris Shelton is the father of the American slave movement. I work very closely with Dr. Shelton. However, I'm the newly appointed Prime Minister of the American slave nation. Let me tell you something, fam. I have never, ever advocated, been a part of, supported anything called the African American. What is this? American slave nation. This is not us. Those of you who have been following us know something very specific about what our agenda is. If I can find my tweet. Those of you who have been following us know what ADOS is, and it has not been about a slave nation. We ain't never been about no slave nation. And he's a prime minister of the slave nation. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I wish him all the best, but that is not our mission. We ain't never been on that mission. I'm sorry. I feel bad about it, but I ain't never been on no slave mission. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let me see if I can slow down and find what I'm looking for. I can't ever find what I'm looking for when I'm looking for it. Let me see. It's a lot of stuff he said in here. We are offering citizenship. You can't offer citizenship. You're not a country. Remember when I told y'all a long time ago, we're not a nation within a nation? That's not who we are. We are offering citizenship in American slave nation to bring us out from under this nation that has locked our people in the lowest level of a real life monopoly game. Please begin reading American Little Black Book to begin the healing. That book is the mortar to seal the crack. The hell? Slave nation. How am I stealing? So listen, basically what Nasheed got us arguing about is an acronym. He got us arguing about an acronym. So MLK said descendants of slavery. Antonio and I put an A in front of it to anchor it in Americanness, and we arguing with this man about American Slaves Inc. About a slave nation in a little book. To get the American slaves mental out of the rat race, and implement the new economic engine that will raise up new 21st century leaders and millionaires through our online training platform. Everybody got an online training. 3-phase roll out our success communities model that will create better communities. I don't even know what that said. I'm just going to keep it moving. Can I ask you a question? Where were you a week ago? Yeah, you ain't said nothing. They was retweeting us. That's what they were. Working diligently to save American slave culture. Now, when has it ever been part of what we're doing? To save American slave culture. When have you ever heard me talk about that? We talk about the cost of slavery. It's still in the system. And accrued disadvantage and our contribution to this country. We don't talk. I don't know what this is. Reparations is owed to the American slave culture. To make this a reality, it will take a business. Slavery was a business. It was not just personal, but business. Politically, it will be difficult, but you will need 55 white senators to change Constitution. What's your mission? To educate, empower, enlighten America on the plight and promise of descendants of American slaves while creating strategies to identify true emancipation from government dependency. Y'all want to be emancipated from America? We anchored ourselves in Americanness. They created a whole new flag and said they sovereign in their own country. Have we ever talked about that? Your boy Tariq Nasheed been creating chaos all day over this. Oh, I got him now. Tariq Nasheed, I know what this is. Nasheed, we all know what this is. I don't think you understand. Let's talk about it. And I'm finished. This number right here, it hasn't been moving. Now, I hope you get your Mink slide. I hope you get your Mink slide tool. I hope you get your hidden colors convention. Go knock yourself out at this point. Just leave grown people to do grown people's business. You've been stuck. I don't think a lot of you understand that what's supposed to happen at this level is that the first week you're supposed to get half of the money if you raising. Now, you shouldn't even be raising money. You know, it ain't our responsibility. You love the poverty shame, and Yvette lives in a hovel. She lives in a room getting that from Boyce and everybody else. I don't give a damn. But you love to do all of that stuff. But everybody, it's not the responsibility of Black America to pay your $2 million mortgage on your $2 million house. Everybody's kind of fed up with it. I don't know whether you rent or own, and I don't care. I don't get involved in personal business. I don't do personal assassination. But your problem in terms of why you're trying to take us out is the fact that this number ain't moving fast enough for you. Right? That ain't got nothing to do with us. Go do the Mink slide, man. Go do your Pan-Africanist conference. I don't care anymore. I just want to get back on my math. Stop being a petty little vengeful man. Oh, this ain't moving. This number ain't moving. I gotta call out Yvette and Tone. I gotta get some more receipts. I ain't never seen somebody poop and fall back in as much as Tariq Nasheed. Poop, fall, poop, fall, poop, fall. You just keep making mistakes and falling back into them. Stop. Go do you. And I'm tired of y'all. Let me tell you, I'm tired of some of y'all. Y'all keep coming here. I don't know why y'all fighting. This is so petty. Y'all just keep fighting. Why y'all fighting? Ain't nobody fighting. Ain't nobody wake up thinking about Tariq. Who? No, woke up to him causing all kind of mischief, and Boyce running around. Yeah, I told you. I always told you. You always know Boyce needs somebody to fight me. He can't ever just fight by himself because he always lose. He always need to hide behind somebody. I told y'all, and then duck back in. I told y'all, and then duck back in. Throw a rock, and then duck back in. This man emasculated you, Boyce. He called you moist Watkins. He called you Boyce clickbait Watkins. You look a fool for supporting somebody who did that to you, and the man just said, "Oh, player, that's just part of the game. I ain't mean nothing by it, player." That's how I pimp talk to the hoes, boys. Anyways, we're gonna go to the phone, fam. I'm not gonna keep y'all as long, because I want to hear what y'all got to say about all of it. It's the tie that binds. Everybody's trying to play the bait and switch. Was Deval, was Barack, whether it's everybody. Clarence, they all very pessimistic about politics. Then on the other side, you got people that just want to take your monies, right? I just give me this money for this, and so I can live a good life. And you just got to get around people like me. You get around people like me. You know, you don't need that kind of energy over there. You don't need that. You need to be around people who are positive. You understand? You don't need to be around Yvette and Tone. You need to be around people with a positive message. You get me? You dig? So tired of you. Anyway.